Project one today is to sweep the walls and the ceilings to get them, we'll call it like dust free, but just get rid of all the cobwebs and old things so that I can start doing prep on the walls, because I realized I was doing all this outbuilding work and stuff, but there's a lot of wall work still to do before underfloor heating and everything else that has to happen. So walls. And ceilings. I have to keep reminding myself not to work on certain walls and put any effort into them because I'm going to knock them down anyways. This wall. Our tiles are being delivered today. I'm both excited and scared because I'm concerned there's going to be broken ones. But I'm always concerned about that when there's big order. Big order and expensive order. Room one. Room two. Breaking that wall down, breaking that wall down. So there's only these two walls. I don't know why there's still a door here. I thought I removed all the doors. Well, I did now. I'm removing that wall. No need to do that. I forgot to do the ceiling in room two. One thing that's always bothered me, one thing that's bothered me in the Czech Republic is in our current apartment, they have these, I don't know how to explain it, like little curved things right at the top here, at the intersection between the wall and the ceiling. There's just like this little curve. And because of that, people only paint to a lower point, not all the way to the intersection of the ceiling. Here, I'll show you. Let's see. So here's the end of the paint, but the ceiling intersection is way up here, and there's this curve. Let's see if you can see it. There's a little curve, which is lovely, except where do you stop the wall paint and start the ceiling paint? There's no delineation. So at some point I'm gonna come through and get rid of all of this because it drives me nuts. Because I'll never get a beautiful crisp line here, and I want one. And yeah, that's that. Oh yeah, a little side note, here's what ceilings are made of here. So plaster, what looks like reeds of some sort here. So, and then like put together with like metal latticing. And then wood, little tongue and groove is what they used here. And then empty space where beams are, theoretically where insulation should have been, but it's not. So, but this is the structure here. This is a better structure. So plaster, reeds, wood, theoretically insulation. But this is the little thing that bothers me. And so I'm You know, because I have to live here, I'm going to get rid of it so that I can take this paint line and take it all the way to the top. It'll make the rooms feel taller. Back to room 3. Tile delivery. Hello. This is gonna be interesting. For where I want to put them. Let me see if I could maybe going backwards would be better. Yeah, I don't think it's getting much farther. Shit. Okay, I'll have to physically.
Sorry.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay. I've got a dolly. I mean, it's not okay, but you know, so be it. Well, this sucks. As you can see, it didn't get all the way up the drive. So now I have to take it apart, take it piece by piece back to where I want to store it, till it's empty to the pallet, then move the pallet, then put everything back on the pallet. Was not planning for this today. Well, let's say I was hoping I wouldn't have to do this today. I was fearful that I would have to do this today, and lo and behold, this is what I have to do. But at least I have a dolly, so it won't be horrible. My concern is that if I sort of cut this all open, that this is going to fall out. So, because it's on a bit of an incline. Oh, this is good. Okay. Thank God the previous owner left a cart. These are the days when the second set of hands would be very useful. This is our bathroom tile. Worst thing would be walking away and hearing a crash behind me. Let's hope that doesn't happen. This is only half of it, because once I get it all back here, then I have to move the pallet and then put them all back on the pallet. Okay, now's the absolute scariest part, because I'm leaving an entire one standing by itself. And are we going to think it's holding? Well, we are going to think that, but let's just sort of wait with it for a second. So, not that this chair will actually do anything to stop it, but I think what I'm going to have to do is probably take the last 4 as one run. Oh, it had to be the heavier ones, of course. Where did I leave the heaviest ones for the last? Pretty nice little pallet. Never really sort of like taken a close look at a pallet before. Now I've moved everything over here, brought the pallet back here. I'm gonna put tarp over it. So I put some wood between here and the building because I want to have a little space. No, you know, just sort of like, I don't exactly know why, but it just sounds right in my mind, so I'm just going to roll with it. So the hope is that I can move these easily. It doesn't seem like I can. So, well, let's see. That's that, but let's start the tarp before this gets too heavy, because it will. No! Lost my wood. That sounded dirtier than I meant it. Wow, I didn't realize how much those red gloves actually give me better grip. Get those back on. They should give me better grip. They've got little grippy palms, but I'm just surprised how much more grip they give me. I'll wait till Petra comes so we can do a reaction simultaneously. Don't want to spoil the surprise. For the moment, wind is a bigger issue than rain for the next 10, 12 days, as far as the forecast is talking about. So protecting for wind at the moment, but I will later make sure it's sort of rain sufficient, I'll call it. It's camouflaged, it's green. Now that the tiles have arrived, back to cleaning walls and ceilings. And this one sucks because there are wasp nests up in the ceiling. And lots of wires. Which I should remove also, but doesn't feel like a task for today. All right, Mr. Wasp. I mean you no harm, all of you bugs that are now flying around here. I mean none of you harm. Please don't sting me. I know I will be removing this wall, but we're also going to use it as a, sorry. I know we're going to be removing this wall, but we're going to be using it as a test paint wall, so still going to just clean a little bit. Final room. Don't need to do that wall, we're removing it. So. Done. After my wife's less than encouraging response to the previous Limewash technique, I'm gonna try a different technique over here on this wall. A, because she's mentioned the idea that a white wall might make the color look better, which I don't care about the color, but it also might allow for the brush or the strokes or the marks to be less prominent in some way. Either way, we're gonna try sponge this time. So I've done sponge before and I hated it, but it was with an acrylic paint, so it shouldn't be the same as far as the outcome. I hope my wife doesn't like this because I don't like this process very much. Certainly not in comparison to using a brush. So I think what I'm going to do is sort of leave some of it, what I'll call like intentionally blankish, like leaving some spaces for layering effect to occur rather than doing complete coverage the way I did before. And I'm sure if I looked up something on YouTube, that's probably how this was supposed to be done in the first place anyways. I should probably switch hands and or the way I'm holding the sponge, because the shape of the sponge is becoming a thing as well. If I did this, I would probably find like a natural organic sponge or something like that rather than an oval. So I'm going to call that layer 1. As I said, because I want to sort of leave some openness to it and let some things come through in the layering process itself.